I remember my first time cooking an omelet. I overseasoned my eggs, I burnt my eggs, and I ended up making a mess in the kitchen, which was an annoying and a hassle to clean up after myself. And I ended up overall making the world's worst omelet. But with these simple steps, you too can cook a perfect omelet. Cooking an omelet is a great way to cook your eggs. Anyone can cook an omelet. Today, I'll be talking about 3 points. First, your ingredients. Second, setting up your omelet. And third, cooking the omelet. So let's get started. First, your ingredients. According to eggs.ca, it's important to prepare your fillings before you start actually cooking. So you want to grab all the ingredients that you want to have on you so you can have them on hand when you start actually cooking. And preparing your fillings before you start actually cooking allows you to have a nice and clean and organized kitchen environment, which is very helpful when cooking. According to eggs.ca, knowing what your fillings will do to your omelet is important. For example, if you want to put in tomatoes into your omelet, you need to know that tomatoes release a lot of moisture and can make your omelet turn very runny and it'll become very unpleasant to eat. Now to my second point, actually setting up your omelet. According to simplyrecipes.com, the first step in making an omelet is beating your eggs. You want to beat your eggs so you have a nice and consistent egg mixture for when you pour it into the pan for your omelet. And the beating of the eggs makes your omelet fluffier, which allows your omelet to become tastier and overall more pleasant to eat. According to simplyrecipes.com, keeping the temperature in your pan at low ensures that your eggs will cook evenly. Cooking the eggs at a low temperature makes sure that your eggs do not become overcooked or undercooked when other parts of your omelet are cooked and ready to be made. So, we've talked about preparing your ingredients and we've talked about setting up your pan and your eggs. Now, to my third and final point, actually cooking your omelet. According to onceuponachef.com, you want to add your eggs into the pan and let them sit until they start to set on the edges. And what I mean when I say set on the edges is that your eggs start to become cooked around the edges of your pan as there's more heat on the edges of your pan than in the center of your pan. You don't want to start moving your eggs too early or else you might start ruining your eggs and make a scramble instead of an omelet, and that isn't our goal. According to onceuponachef.com, once your eggs start setting, you want to move the cooked eggs towards the center of the pan, letting your runny eggs run to the outside of the pan where they can start to set. Moving your cooked eggs towards the center of the pan ensures that all your eggs become cooked and prevents the already cooked eggs from becoming burnt. You do not want to have burnt eggs when you get this far into the process. In conclusion, anybody can cook an omelet. Today, I've talked about 3 points. First, getting your ingredients. For example, getting your eggs and your fillings, like cheese, ham, peppers, sausage, for example, all that good stuff that you want to put inside your omelet. Second, beating up your eggs and setting up your pan. You want to get your butter together and beating up your eggs so you can help have a fluffier omelet and have a good even egg mixture. And third, the process of moving your eggs from the edges of the pan to avoid having burnt eggs. When you're this far into the process of cooking an omelet, you don't want to have burnt eggs. So you got to be careful and you have to act quick when you start seeing that your eggs are starting to become set. You want to move them towards the center. I remember when I couldn't cook an omelet, and with these few and simple steps, I could cook an amazing omelet with ease. By following these steps, you too could cook an amazing omelet.